Shop Talk is filmed at 1009 Kingston Road in Toronto.
What have you guys heard so far about Tekashi 6ix9ine and what happened?
He got himself in a whole lot of mess.
Yeah.
That's what I know. Talking and acting like he's a part of a gang and he's a blood and this and that. And he got caught up with a bunch of guys that were actually in a gang and were really bloods. And I think he took it to the level where you can't take back what you say on camera or on TV or on media, social media. So he was calling out real gangsters and talking about doing real gang stuff, like selling guns, selling drugs, and all this stuff is in his videos. And these guys were really doing it behind the scenes, and he got caught up in it. Now they charged him with a federal offense. So
this is it. How scary.
When the FBI comes for you,
this is it.
Trust me, you're in big trouble.
97% conviction rate.
Wow.
Do you realize that they have like phones tapped? They have
all kinds of stuff.
An informant.
He's done. He's done.
You think he's done?
Yeah, I think he's done. I think it's too bad, but I think he's done. He's got a lot of money and stuff, but he'll probably waste his money fighting the case, but he's not beating that.
Let's talk about associates, though. How guilty are you?
By association?
Yeah. How guilty can you really be by association?
Because of who he is?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because obviously he's making money, so those guys could launder money through him. They could do all kinds of stuff with him, because he's a money maker. So yeah, he's definitely guilty by association. How old is this kid?
He's young. He's like 21, 22.
Again, your youth destroying your future. You know what I mean? It happens so often. The stupid things you do as a kid can destroy your future. Imagine that. You're only a kid for a short time. So yeah, you got to keep that in mind.
So guilty by association, how responsible can you be for what your friends are actually doing? How responsible
pretty much,
should
because
you
you're their voice now, right? So he became their voice. Treyway, apparently the gang, whatever it is, he became their voice out there. So whatever these guys are doing in the background, he became the talking point. And plus, remember, he was on sexual assault charges for a minor, right? So he was on probation or something like that prior. So he had to stay away from doing anything anyway. So I think that, he got caught up maybe in something that, just like with Drake and things like that, these guys get caught up in stuff, right? And they don't realize that, that's not really what they're doing the music for.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was doing the music to be caught up in the gang life. It just happens to be that it's working side by side. The gang life is getting him reps on the streets, and it's also getting him fans by him being affiliated with gang members. So.
And this is it. So let's talk about these gang members, Pete, and like the fake friends. Do you remember before when he would brag about being like untouchable?
Yeah.
Nobody can get to him.
Yeah.
He felt like he could talk to anybody, any which way.
Yeah.
It was true. He was untouchable because the only people that ever got to him, the ones that kidnapped him, the ones that were plotting against him, Star, were his friends.
What?
The only people that were ever close enough to do anything to him were his friends. And that's actually why he turned himself into the FBI. Yeah. Because the FBI told him your friends are plotting to kill you.
Right, right. Well,
you gotta imagine why they're plotting to kill him, because this guy's making millions and millions and millions of dollars, and you're talking about the poor neighborhoods that he's hanging around with, and these guys don't have the success he has, probably will never get the success he has, and are saying, you know what, this guy's talking too much. He's saying too much, getting us into fights with other people too much. You know what I mean? Like, remember when he got into the fight at the LAX airport, guys were fighting for him.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So those are the same friends that are saying, this guy's a goof, man.
Good point, though. So, but if you're affiliated with them, and you don't stick them on anybody, but they choose to fight for you, they choose to shoot somebody for you, but you didn't ask.
But you didn't ask, but you're getting money. Well, he's guilty by association, like you said. And sometimes if he calls a name, it's a conspiracy, right? Like, it's a conspiracy when you say to do this, and those guys act on it. So
what
you
if-
are
what
the
if we're
one.
just
That's why they say the
chilling?
RICO charge, right? That's why
Okay,
you
this
get charged
is
with
it.
RICO.
That's why I want to get like the definition on racketeering. What is that exactly?
Racketeering influence.
Money laundering. Yeah. Criminal. Yeah. Organized crime, basically.
Yeah, that means that if I tell Peter to do something, we're all a part of it. Even if I don't do anything, they're charging me for the one to tell him to do it. Before, they didn't have that law. So it would just be the law of, so Peter would do the crime, he would get charged for the crime. The bosses would always get away with things.
Oh, okay.
So basically, Tekashi became the boss because he had the money. So he would tell these tradeaway guys, go shoot up this, go do that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, but I mean, come on. These guys don't know these other guys.
But this is what I'm saying though.
And
What
so
if they're
through
doing
music.
it for clout? What if they're
Like
just doing
Chief
it to
Keef
be...
thing, the Chief Keef thing, right?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
His cousin?
The cousin,
Okay,
yeah.
so he said it, but he didn't actually go do it. Remember?
Wow, Sean, you know more than me.
Sean knows.
Because I don't know the Chief Keef thing. I don't know all
You know
these
what?
other
Well,
things.
these are the different
I
people
just
that
know
he's
about
being
him
charged
getting
with,
arrested.
Well, my son, Julian, my son,
Yeah.
he's 17, he's 16.
Yeah. So,
He was all on 6ix9ine's
yeah.
coattail when he was doing his music,
Yeah.
when he first came out. All those guys, those young rappers,
Yeah.
they loved him. The 16-year-olds, they loved him. So now when he's filling me in on stuff, now I'm looking into this and I'm like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
This guy was actually videotaped on the phone
Yeah.
calling out a hit, right?
I don't
Well-
know. Calling out a hit.
Well-
He was on the phone talking to the guy on three-way, and he was like, "Where are you right now? Where are you right now?" You know how those guys do. Give me your location. And then when he got off of the phone, he says to his friends, "I swear, whoever gets him, I got 30 bands on it." You know the way you ever say something like that, like in anger.
No.
That's unusual.
These guys are calling it out on acting on it because they know that if you don't act on it, you're even looking worse. You're looking like you're looking like you're just talking. These guys got to do something because of this, like in Chicago, you have beef in Chicago, you beef in LA from New York, whatever. These guys got to act on these things.
Looks good, but
Somebody threatens your life. He found out that those guys were planning to like kill him. Right? That's why the FBI intervened. Somebody threatens your life. Is it snitching now if you start cooperating with the FBI against them? Do the lines
course
do the
it is.
lines blur?
Of course
Okay, but
it's
the lines,
snitching.
there's no question. Okay, what
course it
position
is.
do you take then if your friends, your co-defendants, if you find out your friends have been planning to kill you, but you're now arrested on the same charge? What can you do about it?
I don't know. I don't insist. I don't insist right now on them. I don't insist you do that. You know, tough it out, suck it up, handle it like a man. You were acting like a man when you were out there doing these things. Now, when you're caught, act like a man. Don't go telling on everybody and all these things.
Sean, street code. You
Yeah.
find out they want to kill you. You've been arrested in a situation too where you are innocent.
Yeah. What do you do as a person that wants, like, they're after me?
Well, now you know that these people
Yo,
that
man,
you're
you
being
shouldn't open
charged
your
with
mouth.
are actually planning to kill you.
Yeah, well, you
do
shouldn't open your
defend
mouth.
them? Do you?
He shouldn't open his mouth, first of all, because that's what got him into trouble in the first place. He's opening his big mouth. So now you're going to have to suck up what you said. You got to suck it up. And if he goes in he's probably in protective custody right now
I heard
anyways,
that he
right?
is in protective custody.
They're not going to let that guy in general population. He's not going to be in the normal areas because he's worth too much money, first of all. So the guards themselves are going to have to protect this guy because they know they can get a payday for it, right? There's just as much corruption in the prison systems from the inmates to the guards. So I believe that he's going to be okay. And he'll probably make a deal
This is what I'm
because...
saying, exactly. Is it ratting if they put a hit out on your life?
Yes. It is. It is.
You're talking, and you're not supposed to be talking. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be talking. If the guy the shoddy guy, like I heard about this guy going
Yeah.
in court with him
Yeah.
and saying that we're Trey Way.
Yeah, he left. Did you hear that?
No.
How Shadi left the court. Okay, so they all had their day in court. Tekashi was keeping his head down, not talking to anybody. So people are suspecting, oh, he's already got his deal.
Yes.
He's already
That's what
got
I'm
his
saying.
deal.
He's already got his
He's already
deal.
got his deal. Shadi now, his former manager, and it's so idiotic. Anyways, he leaves the courtroom yelling, Treyway, never bend, never break, we're a
Yes.
family,
Yes.
whatever.
That means you're showing the existence of your gang,
Yeah.
right? And that's what the mafia, if you'd learn anything from the mafia, buddy, you would know that they would never take a plea. They would never tell you that the mafia exists. Ever. They go to jail, they do their time, and that's it. Because you show the existence is worse. it's just like ratting. You know, you're telling them that you're doing this.
Yeah.
So that what is it with these plea deals that these guys are getting is what they're telling. They're saying, yeah, I was a part of this association and I did this and I did that.
They're saying he can spend up to life. Has he done anything to deserve life in prison?
Oh, this is America. Yeah. But America, that's what they do. That's what happens in America.
Because I guess he's got a couple of strikes on him, so the
Right.
third strike, you're out. Kind of deal.
No, I think it's just the racketeering charges and the drug trafficking charges and
Well,
conspiracy
yeah, because
to
those
organized crime.
Yeah, well, those
all the
charges,
time,
RICO
yeah.
charges are minimum 30 years.
That's the worst charge you can get, the RICO Act.
The RICO Act is the worst
What the hell?
That's the worst charge.
It's a conspiracy
Right.
charge.
That covers so many different things.
They formed that RICO back in the days with the mafia. They said, we can't get to seem to touch the bosses, so we're just going to charge everybody that's associated.
Yeah.
So now this is what Tekashi's under. He's under, like, not because he was the boss or anything, but because he has all the money, he has all the power.
Do your gangster
he calls
history.
the shots.
You know? Before
Yeah.
you start gangbanging, do your
Yeah,
gangster history.
know your history. No, that,
know
yeah.
the laws before you start breaking them.
Stop talking
Crazy.
on social media. Stop talking. We
Yeah.
talked about this one time, no?
Yeah.
We were talking
no,
about
they are
Kanye
using
West, right?
everything that he has done from social media against him.
Just like Bobby Shmurda.
Well,
no,
this is-
Bobby
Bobby's
Shmurda
different.
went
Bobby's
the same
different.
thing because a lot of guys that he was with, they didn't take the plea.
No.
And they're
I
doing
heard
130
this is
years.
it. I heard that Bobby
Took the plea, so
exactly
he admitted to what
so
he
that
was doing.
The friends could to even out everybody's sentence.
Yeah, but he's a celebrity. He's thinking if I do 7 years, I can still have a career. The other guys said no, I'm not admitting it.
His friend would have gotten life. So, but if he did take the plea, they would only give him a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
that's
like
why
7
he
years.
keeps. That's
Come
why
on. So the FBI, they tap their phones.
Yeah.
So that's real. So for everybody that
Yeah.
that's kind of paranoid, that's like, yo,
Yeah.
I gotta get off of the phone.
No.
It's tapped. They're doing that.
They tap
are
your phones.
actually
They've been tapping
people's
yeah,
phones.
there's chips. They got that all systematic.
What's perfect though is that they actually got the guys in the gang talking about wanting to kill Tekashi, but also got them talking about how he wasn't really a gang member, how
Yeah.
he wasn't really a part of the gang.
Yeah. Well, you remember the FBI? They go to Tekashi. They have to warn somebody.
All this stuff already. It's trial hasn't even started.
I know. Well, in the States, I don't know. All this evidence keeps getting leaked.
so fast.
So it's all over the internet. It's all
been
over.
a week.
Yeah.
This is how you know all that's real.
You don't
It's
know.
only been a week.
Exactly.
How you know all these stories that people are coming up with are real?
You don't even know it's real.
All that
Yeah.
evidence is in court. All that evidence it hasn't even got. The lawyer hasn't even got that evidence yet.
Exactly. So how is this all?
How you
leaked
believe all? How can we
information?
believe all these
These are
stories?
confidential files. So you can't
Well,
believe
there is
everything.
some fake news going around because there was this really
Big
scary
time.
story saying that DJ Academic's the little Jamaican brother,
Yeah.
how he was a snitch, how he was the
Oh.
FBI snitch. This poor guy, he spent the whole day fighting that one rumor off.
Well, because remember, you're gonna get killed for that.
Yeah,
rumor,
well,
right?
that's the thing. Exactly.
Just the rumor, just them even thinking about it, you can get killed for that,
Okay.
right?
What is
So-
life like for Tekashi if he gets out? If he actually snitches on these guys, is there a career? Is there a career?
No.
We find out he snitched. He gets out. Is there a career?
After snitching on his friends or his...
Witness protection.
Yeah,
No,
no.
after snitching on the guys that wanted to kill
No,
him.
he's got to change his name. He's got to leave the country. He's got to go into witness
You make
protection.
it sound good. Just not the guy.
I'm just saying he might be thinking that way. That might be his reasoning.
I don't know, man. No, man. Because if he does that, he's done. You know? He won't be able to. He won't be able to. How is he gonna perform?
Yeah.
How is he gonna perform? If he's smart, he needs to just keep his mouth shut and just try to fight it. And whatever happens, you take what
Because remember, he
you
pleaded
got.
not guilty, right?
He pleaded not guilty.
Okay, so right
Begging
there, he's
for
going to
bail.
trial. He's going to trial.
Yeah.
They're not letting him out.
No, and
They've already
his
said they're not
lawyers
gonna let him
asked for more time.
Yeah.
His lawyers actually deliberately asked for 11 months
Yeah, yeah,
so that
yeah,
they can
yeah.
build the case and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They want to
yeah.
be able to go through all of the FBI's evidence. But like I said, they might actually have stuff in his favor.
Yeah.
Especially, and this sounds weird, thank God those guys started to plan against him.
Yeah. But even still, those guys, that's separate
Hopefully.
charges, right? Those are separate charges. His charges, they're going to charge him with those charges, regardless of what
Yeah.
these guys said.
And who said the guys?
So-
who said the guys were planning against him? Where are you hearing this? Where did this come from?
basically from the FBI manuscript that
So the FBI released that and told that to the public.
Yeah, you're
Come
right
on,
though.
man.
You're right though. You're right.
Come on,
we should have
man.
questioned where that
FBI
script
stop
came
releasing
from.
that stuff to the
We should have
public.
questioned where
Yeah.
that script came from.
They don't, FBI would not put something on social media like that.
We should
The
question
FBI
that.
would not do that. They would not go out and say, guess what?
Sometimes
There's a
there's
hit
a-
on Tekashi. No, they would have to only go to Tekashi and tell him. But now everyone's
right
yeah.
now and all these things. He said
Yeah.
there
Oh, I
hasn't
know.
even been a pre-trial or anything.
Oh, I know. I hated the fact that they were calling
don't
him a
believe-
rat. I was like, that's
I know him in
dangerous.
jail. 2 days
Yeah.
in, he got beat up in jail.
Yeah.
He's limping. How did you even see that?
You see with
Who
the
even said
internet
that?
now? There's so much fake stuff that people can just make and post,
Yeah.
and you'll never know if it's real.
That's a fact. That is a fact. So I guess
Publicity
I'll
stuff.
check the background of the
Yeah.
validity of these
Yeah.
because you're right. How would the transcript, the FBI
Yeah.
transcript,
They
be
don't.
out already?
They never.
The lawyer didn't
The
even
lawyers
get it
barely
yet.
get them. Yeah.
How is the media getting and the lawyer didn't even get it yet?
Right?
That's what the lawyers are waiting for. They're waiting for all that stuff.
Yeah.
People are definitely talking, but there's no truth to the talking that they're talking.
Yeah.
So we're just going off what we're seeing, what we're hearing. What I'm seeing on the YouTubes and whatever, whatnot, I can't believe it. But at the same time, this is what I'm seeing. So if somebody's talking, whoever's talking thinks they know something, doesn't mean they really know it. They're like, it's a process, man. It's got a process you got to go
And
through.
this is my final question. I know this is actually where Pete had tried to start. Does he deserve what's happening?
Well, you make your own bed, right? That's how I grew up. You make your own bed, yeah, man. This is your life now. So yeah, so whatever he has to go through, yeah, he deserves it. He brought that on himself.
Just like everybody
Yeah,
else.
just deserve.
Everybody else that goes through this stuff. You bring it upon yourself. It's not just like he's the first artist to be charged. Like when Meek Mill was charged. He brought it upon himself. No, he got in trouble.
Do you think
So-
maybe he could have been bullied into a few situations?
Tekashi?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Pulled
Maybe.
along into some situations
Yeah,
that maybe...
yeah, you want to hang around with certain people that really have no love for you and stuff, and they're telling you to do this, do that, say this, say that. Yeah, he could have. He's a little Spanish kid from a neighborhood in the United States, like any other Spanish kid that's hanging around in a black community, trying to get into the hip hop movement, which is basically like, you think these guys are gonna say, "Oh, we bullied Fat Joe, Big Pun"? What do you think? We're not gonna bully this little 6ix9ine? 6ix9ine? What is it? 6ix9ine.
I can't tell you whether he deserves it or not because that's not really my place, and I'm not judge of no man. So time will tell. But in my eyes, like I don't judge.
Buddy,
I'm a word on Tekashi.
you shouldn't have put those tattoos all over yourself because you probably could have got away with it if you didn't have all those tattoos all over yourself. And now he has a look-alike going around with 6ix9ine tattoos all over yourself. I mean, you marked yourself for a death, basically. Like you're dead. And the RICO charge, bro, there's no getting out of a RICO charge. You are going down.
That's how they got John Gotti, no?
That's how they got John Gotti. And then they got his best man to rat on him, too. So somebody's going to talk just for publicity alone. Because remember, Sammy the Bull Gravano, John Gotti's best man, ratted on him and made a book. Right? So somebody's going to make a book off Tekashi. Somebody's going to get paid off Tekashi. It might be Shoddy. It might be somebody from Treyway. But somebody's going to get a book deal. Somebody's going to get... There might be a movie in it for Tekashi, too. So you never know. Like, this could be good, bad... Whatever. 6ix9ine.
Yeah, so we just want to let people know, come down to Cut and Run and support our toy drive. This is our second year that we're doing it. It's very important for the kids that can't afford to get toys to come and support. All right? Cut and Run.
Big up the Turk Foundation.
I did it.